Morning, everyone. So today I'm going to be presenting to you on speaking to the new silver. So the agenda for today is as follows. Firstly, I'll be telling you a little bit about our brand, Canadean. We'll then move on to seniors and the global landscape. Why are they important? We'll then move on to breaking stereotypes. Who are today's seniors? Innovation themes for this segment, and then where next? So to start off with, a little bit about our brand. So for those of you who might not be familiar with Canadean, we are a business intelligence firm specializing in consumer markets. Our three core strengths, as you can see on this slide, are unique, robust data, trusted industry analysis and insight, which has been strengthened through the acquisition of Data Monitor Consumer, and then this is combined with innovative integration and collaboration. At Canadean, we conduct a great deal of primary research, which takes the form of our consumer surveys. And on this slide, you can see our coverage from 2016. We surveyed over 50,000 respondents in 51 countries worldwide, and we generally do around 3 consumer surveys every year. Another really important part of our research and analysis is our TrendSights framework, which we've designed to highlight the trends that we believe are shaping consumer behavior and innovation across FMCG. You can see that it's comprised of 8 overarching megatrends, which are highlighted on the left-hand side, and these are broken down into a further 63 trends, which are represented by the stops on this metro-style map. So population aging is a phenomenon which is reshaping the global landscape, and the senior segment is set to grow significantly in future. On this slide, we've got some data from the UN which showcases this. We can see that while seniors accounted for just 12% of the global population in 2015, by 2050, 1 in 5 people will be aged 60 and over, almost double the proportion in 2015. So with continued advances in medicine and technology, global life expectancy is projected to increase significantly. With the exception of Africa, young people today will reach the age of around 80 years old. So this highlights the importance of this segment and the opportunities surrounding them, given their projected size in future. Asia is already home to some of the oldest populations across the world, and on this slide we can see the proportion of seniors aged 55 and over across some markets in the region. Japan stands out with the highest proportion of seniors, with around 40% of their population being within this segment, and South Korea also has a sizable senior demographic, making up around a quarter of the population. Looking ahead, by 2025, the senior segment in this region is projected to increase significantly. We can see that in Japan, the population aged 55 and over is set up to make up almost half of the population, while in South Korea, Thailand, and China, this segment is set to make up around about a third of the population. So this really highlights this segment's importance for brands, particularly in this region, while also making it essential to resonate with and effectively understand these consumers, given their scale of their presence both now and in the future. Unfortunately, significant challenges exist for this segment, particularly because traditional age stereotypes do not resonate with the actual needs of these consumers, and particularly because on a global scale, we do live in a very youth-centric society. So on this slide, we have some quotes which highlight some of these age perceptions. So one stereotype is that age is perceived to signify a decline in emotional and physical health, and this is showcased by some quotes by the World Health Organization and a social scientist from the Asia-Pacific region. Similarly, in today's appearance-conscious society, messages to look your best at all times are everywhere, and young or youthful-looking models are the norm. This therefore generates the message that only young is beautiful, with the perception of beauty potentially declining in line with the physical changes from the aging process. The term anti-aging itself, which is incredibly widespread across beauty and personal care, automatically casts a negative light upon aging and its impact on the appearance. By leaning towards stereotypes such as these, brands may not have necessarily resonated with this audience as effectively as they can or should. So what are the key characteristics of today's seniors, and how do they break away from these stereotypes? Well, firstly, perceptions of emotional age do not reflect physical age. And we can see that about 3/4 of seniors in Asia Pacific feel younger than they are. With age no longer being indicative of a specific set of behaviors, the concept of being youthful is one that needs to be considered in order to engage today's ageless seniors. Seniors are also highly individualistic, and solely defining them by age as one homogeneous segment doesn't necessarily resonate. As we can see on this chart from our consumer data, products developed for a specific lifestyle are most appealing, followed by gender and then age. This suggests that while age shouldn't be forgotten, as a key approach for targeting this segment, it should be used in conjunction with other factors to create a more complete proposition, which has multiple touch points, rather than relying solely on a connection built upon age-specific connotations. Similarly, not all seniors want to look younger, and on this slide we have a chart which showcases attitudes towards aging within Asia Pacific. In orange, we have the percentage of seniors who want their looks to reflect their age, and in blue, we have seniors who want to look younger. As we saw earlier, the positive perceptions of a youthful appearance does assume that turning back the clock is the goal for all in this segment. In the Asia Pacific region, while this is largely true, as we can see, around half of consumers here say that they want to look younger, around 1/3 of consumers say they actually want their looks to reflect their age. This sentiment is particularly prominent in Australia, Japan, China, and even South Korea, where this perception actually over-indexes the regional average. This highlights a shift in the traditional aging dialogue within the region and represents opportunities to resonate with these consumers whose attitudes towards aging focus on accepting their age, their subsequent appearance, and embracing that. Therefore, solely thinking about anti-aging when targeting seniors is no longer necessarily accurate, given the diversity of consumer sentiment that we are seeing towards aging. Considering how consumers are embracing their age now represents an important lever for beauty brands. This is also particularly relevant within Asia Pacific, given that complex beauty regimens, which are part of the culture here, are designed to promote optimum appearance and a more holistic approach to appearance-related wellness. Therefore, for consumers who actually want to just look good for their age and embracing their age, the term anti-aging doesn't necessarily resonate. And this is evident on this slide, which shows that of Asia Pacific consumers aged 55 plus who actually want their looks to reflect their age, just 16% say that they're using anti-aging products. So how can beauty brands target this segment? We'll be exploring 3 key themes, which are targeted solutions, delivering authentic messaging, and positive aging, with innovation examples from Asia Pacific and across the world. So the first theme is targeted solutions. On this slide, we have the top 10 skincare concerns of Asia Pacific seniors. We can see that the greatest levels of concern are surrounding dry and flaky skin and maintaining skin firmness and elasticity, rather than concerns that one would typically associate with age. So we can see that although facial wrinkles and eye wrinkles are still important, we can see that actually skin-related health is at the top. While this is just skincare, it does suggest that rather than searching for an anti-aging product, many consumers within this age group are searching for more specific products which can address their skincare needs and changes as they age in a positive, health-focused way, for example, through enhanced hydration or intense moisturization, rather than solely curing age-related changes such as wrinkles. This therefore really does create opportunities to create more targeted solutions rather than just using catch-all terms such as anti-aging, while also moving beyond simply targeting the cosmetic signs of aging. So here we have some examples. The first is Misha Time Revolution First Treatment Essence, and this product is designed to hydrate, rejuvenate, and moisturize the skin. It claims to remove dead skin cells and replenishes skin moisture while also strengthening the natural skin barrier. So we can see that a real focus on enhanced moisturization. The second product is Dr. Jart's V7 Toning Light, and this product is again focused around increasing skin moisture, as well as featuring a load of different vitamins to promote brightness and radiance. It also contains hyaluronic acid, which, as we know, is an ingredient known for its hydration capabilities. So the next theme we're going to explore is authentic messaging. According to our research, just 17% of seniors in Asia Pacific agree that images in beauty advertising are realistic. This suggests that oftentimes consumers in the seniors segment actually find it hard to resonate with the product message. In line with our seniors embracing the embracement branch of aging, consumers aren't necessarily looking for products which can turn back the clock 20 years. Therefore, using significantly younger models to illustrate product benefits is likely to find difficulty in resonating with these consumers and could potentially harm perceptions of efficacy around the product. This therefore creates an opportunity to utilize more realistic models and brand ambassadors in product marketing for this segment, which can in turn drive more positive connotations surrounding the aging process and also enhance the product's relevance to this segment. This is a theme that we're actually seeing emerging in Asia Pacific, particularly in markets such as Japan, where the population is aging quite rapidly. So this is Shiseido's Prior range, and they just recently launched this gel essence. And the brand itself uses older models, as we can see, to promote the product and range's positioning towards older consumers. So the gel itself is designed to promote skin firmness and promote deep moisturization. But interestingly, the brand's message is mainly surrounding showcasing seniors' women's desire to promote personal individuality and aging well. The second product we have is a range from the UK. So this is L'Oréal Paris's Age Perfect Golden Age Skin Cream. And it uses Helen Mirren, who's an actress in her 70s, as product ambassador, conveying a more authentic product offering that can effectively resonate with this target segment. They also use the slogan, "Gold, not old," which really highlights the positive connotations surrounding aging and just looking good for your age. And then the final theme that we're going to explore today is positive aging. So this is a trend which we've been seeing gaining traction among some Western brands as consumers seek to empower the aging appearance. So this is a really interesting example from the UK because we've generally been conditioned to think that once your hair starts going grey, particularly as a woman, you should dye it. So this brand actually takes this and turns that on its head a little bit, and it actually kind of says, well, just because you have grey hair doesn't mean it can't look beautiful, it can't look sexy. So this is a brand which is targeting consumers within this age group who want to embrace the aging process. They don't want to conceal their grey hair, rather they just want to make it look as lustrous and as good as youthful hair. So the formulas itself are designed for the different textures and conditions of hair which no longer has pigment. And it focuses on moisturizing, softness and flexibility of the hair. So looking ahead, what next for the silver segment? In this section, we'll be looking at some concepts which could potentially be the future for these consumers. So the first one is that intergenerational positioning will become the norm as age becomes less relevant and important to seniors. So this image is actually taken from Dolce & Gabbana's autumn advert from 2015, which features old and young models alongside each other. While this is an approach which we've seen quite a lot in the fashion industry, it's something which could potentially trickle through into beauty and personal care. The second theme is embracing the aging process will potentially overtake desire to look younger. So concealing or curing the signs of aging will become less relevant as consumers embrace the age they are and view it positively. While this is a niche approach at the moment, as we've seen with the white hot hair care example, it is emerging. And then finally, in line with the individualistic nature of these consumers, customization is likely to become an important approach for beauty among this segment, particularly as we saw early on in the presentation, how focused on, interested in products which highlight individuality are for these consumers. So thank you very much for listening. If you have any questions, I'll be around for a few minutes after the presentation, so please do feel free to come and see me. Thank you.